Hello. I'm back with Jimquisition. Alrighty. Let's continue where we left off. We got some people to talk to, some bunch of stuff to do. Who are you?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
You're taking over the duties of Minave.
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Alright. As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Tranquil, huh?
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
Didn't bother you?
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started?
You began the Mage Rebellion.
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Alright.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a Warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Is this his secret mom that I've seen people talk about?
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, My successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Do you miss him?
Hard being away from him.
It was hard not having a patron, yes. Not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
Oh yeah.
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
That
I
sucks.
think the Templars would object.
I don't believe there are.
Imagine they did, long ago. Once their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a Magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that Magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
A lot of yapping.
That is true.
I don't know if this is the best game for streams,
Did you
technically,
have
because it's just a lot of character talking.
But my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
You think slaves like it that way? Don't be ridiculous.
I didn't say they like it. It's all most of them know. In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Is that what you call it? Treated poorly?
Abuse heaped upon those without power isn't limited to Tevinter, my friend. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Okay. Ooh, that's interesting.
Wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
Is that
It'd be in
smart?
the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what? 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
But we're
Not
not.
part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Okay.
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Ooh.
What is the Magisterium exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
Okay, what are
If
you
you're
then,
not a
buddy?
Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
And that is?
Never heard of
What's
an
it?
Altus.
Tell me.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Alright.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins, so they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Is that bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Okay.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine?
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
What's it? Well, that is,
You really
that's
call
weird.
him the Black Divine.
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
So the Imperial Divine is always a man.
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magistres who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Okay, is it
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference
15
is in the
whole
whole
minutes
magic is meant to serve man,
of
not
dialogue.
ruling business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is
I like it though.
for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
You have them?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons. If they're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers.
They don't use Lyria.
Ha! As if there'd be any left for them. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce their magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
Yeah, he's probably right.
I share your opinion, actually.
That's not surprising, considering what the Inquisition represents. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry.
Can't she kind
but
of
I
sucks?
believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You saw that in the future, without you, Corypheus prevails. You are our bulwark against evil.
You're a fool.
That's what you think. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I thought I was being
I'm glad
funny.
you're so certain. Me? I've seen too much to believe I know everything.
I thought I was just trying to be
World is
funny.
bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I should go.
Naturally.
Liliana's all the way up here, huh?
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Ooh, what happened?
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks.
They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Huh.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
I'm listening.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Makers smiled.
Oh,
When the Divine
game was
requested
peak.
my help,
First
I
one.
went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
You have a history with the Warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
I count him among my closest friends. I still write to him for advice when I can. He hasn't replied to my letters in some time. I try not to worry about it. He can take care of himself.
Hawk.
Say you spent some time in Lothran. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly. I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Royeaux who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall. Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence to calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
That sucks.
Continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Do I take fall damage? Let's find out. I don't. I already exhausted his...
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
His door openable. Oh, hey, I can meet Hawk now. Oh, I just used the default.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Is it
If
reversible?
that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Loghain. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Loghain!
Would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Was
If
he?
you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Well,
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
yo.
Assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Where have you
Where did
been?
you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned.
This is cool.
They used
I like Hawk.
blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me.
Actually, it would have been cool to be able to play as Hawk.
When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my sister out of the Free Marches. Merrill is helping elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Merrill's spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Dude. Peek. Peek, peek. I'm peeking. Holy shit, guys. About to peek.
Majestic. How was a place like this ever lost?
Sandra.
where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
Conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This would be funny if it wasn't also kind of sad.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What's done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric.
I think Hawk probably would have just died if he was there. Total accident. I don't... The mark thing happened.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Good thing I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing. Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Sure.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
Another time, then.
Iron Bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why though?
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. What's going on?
Yeah.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Those two soldiers might think you're an arsehole.
So?
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Scout Harding,
Your worship.
what's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Take care.
My goodness, it's gonna be like an hour and a half before I actually get out and do some quests. Huh. Who's over here? Oh, they're inside. They're not. Over here. Black wall?
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
We'll be ready.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Watch that this enthusiasm of yours doesn't get you killed.
I wouldn't be the first to die in your service. The people flock to your banner. eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
I don't know.
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Great, I'm up here. Jesus. Keep moving me around. Stop moving me around.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
It was a bad location. We should have moved sooner.
You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Oh, everyone moves around after I talk to him.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Andraste, what did I step in?
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children people never had go missing.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh wait, too late, right? A magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe it or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Coryphalis believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Yeah, yes, that's fine.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
Belief may decide what happens. You can't rule it out.
Right, well, shout me up when the gods show. I'll be here, loony. Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Alright.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Hennisman can talk to you.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
As you were.
Alright, I don't care about this random background person.
Send men
Cullen?
to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at
I think there's supposed to be a
Could
picture
never
here.
prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. How is this just okay? I have had more problems with Inquisition bugging out than I did with fucking Dragon Age Origins. And I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of that shit, aren't I? Yep. Absolutely, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of that shit. I'm gonna have to fucking task manager force close. Oh. How many hours? I fucking. You sit there and you listen to characters talk for 30 fucking minutes only for the game to crash. I'm just listening to characters fucking talk. How can it fucking crash? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think I saved at all during any of the conversations. Okay, it looks like it auto-saved after Sarah. Okay, cool.
Back if I need you.
Go on.
Jesus, this game's so fucking annoying sometimes. I swear.
sent? Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
The fuck is going on?
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
What the fuck is going on? Okay. I'm not allowed to actually play the game anymore. Seriously, what the fuck is going on? And it doesn't help that because the EA launcher is so fucking slow that you have to sit here while Steam accesses EA because EA is stupid and evil and you should not at all ever be required to have a launcher. If you require your own launcher, it should not be on Steam, just objectively. Like that, the fact that Steam allows that and hasn't had like a huge lawsuit ever is insane to me, because the proprietary launchers have done nothing but cause problems for any game I've played that requires a proprietary launcher. The only games I've played that require them are EA, and every time it's fucking annoying. It kept me from accessing my Dragon Age 2 DLC till the very end of the game. I didn't have problem accessing my DLC with Dragon Age 1 because I don't need an external launcher because it's not fucking stupid. Okay. We're gonna try this one more time.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Instead, we're gonna look for coal.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
How
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. dead.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
What are you?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover. Or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Send
There we
men
go,
to scout
Jesus.
the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corythius strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Whoa. Oh, I can access everyone's inventory from here. Wait, that's actually really helpful. Can I do that from here? Okay. Takes off my armor and yeah, that's weird. Okay. Dorian, I don't have any accessories. No wait, that's my helmet. Black wall. Cassandra. Long enduring black sword. Nice. Leader of Souls. Solus. Varric. Iron Bowl. You can equip the prismatic axe now.
Glad I'm working with you. I don't wanna...
What? Assassins? Templars? Mages?
No, one of them.
Sisters? Nobles? Merchants? Commission men?
Elves, you twit.
Is that it? Human.
Oh, these are just different horses.
Never had better.
Black walls out here.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The Knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
Why?
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire, someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Not necessarily better.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Inquisitor?
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of Wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
I will be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, took a little longer than I expected. Oh my god. Oh.
At your service.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
How do you kill
How
him?
do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
Can't be.
Wardens are in all the stories. If it was that easy, anyone could do it.
No, it really is that simple. Just because the archdemon is magic doesn't mean it can't be killed with swords. It just has to be a Grey Warden sword. Look, it's not the killing blow that's the problem. It's getting the dragon to the point where it's vulnerable, where it actually can be killed. There's no short answer for that, I'm afraid.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. I'm here.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of Magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
That's odd.
I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Let's discuss something else. I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher, then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many Wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
What did you do before you became a Warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a Warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
I feel like he's like lying about something.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
How's it going?
Oh, nothing else.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined.
Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
You've heard?
Of she who stands behind the throne.
And perhaps casts a shadow across.
Nobility do not properly understand the word.
Where's Hawk? Oh, that's probably what I'm looking for.
Not so standard. That'll guide the dragon right in.
Someone emptied a...
Hello, Varric.
That got a little heated. You all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a
That felt
Darkspawn
awkward.
or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Do the things in the Fade really die? Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Alrighty.
Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me?
Okay, I thought, yeah, it's all exhaust.
Something?
I want to know...
I'll tell you what I can.
I don't really feel like talking
I think
about
that's
this.
enough on Reddit.
It's fine, let's just...
We can't fight a god. The Elder thinks
Enough yapping. Journal. Hawk the Warden. That's the Jaws of Hakan. So let's go. Let me do the Exalted Plains. Collaboration.
We cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
Right.
All right.
Let's try it.
Any news on rifts beyond reach of the Inquisition?
I offered.
And it is not good.
Town. Guitar, I think they're called. Sneers, I don't know what they're up to. It was all about them. Hoping you'll help. King Alistair. Grateful something. Wait.
Let's see what we have.
Strike a bargain.
Inquisitor.
That seems simple enough. A warden. Waiting further orders. Alright, the Exalted Plains venture forth. I think what, Cass, Solus, Vivian? I think I'll have stuff in the Exalted Plains.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
This rebel group, tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
It didn't auto-equip my stuff back. That's really weird and kind of annoying. Was if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Journal. She's got Hildebrandt. The Exalted Plains.
Of you, sir. This might interest you, sir.
Alright.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Oh, you know what though? That's a 3-mage party. Let me actually swap Vivian out. Yes. Let's take the Iron Bull out for a bit. It didn't save my alterations. No rogue, but that's fine. Years since I hate against Lost, the ability to manipulate its energies in particular ways. Oh. Sandra. Templar skill tree. Iron Bowl gets Reaver. I'm gonna give him that Reaver. Plus actually, you know what? Iron Bull actually has nothing to do here anyway. So we're just gonna take the party I kind of want to take at the moment. What's going on?
Happened here? We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those free men showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, your worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
I should be going.
Alright, well, let's go this way first, though, to do Solus's thing. The leads, join me as soon as you can. Means landmarks. Checking background for that.
Looks like you need help. Dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
Is your clan nearby?
We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arable. If you find the clan, tell Keeper Howan I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
The dearth?
The dearth.
It's what we call this place. The Dearth. Dearth of Erin.
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
That's putting it mildly. The war has stopped, but now the dead are walking. Funny though. I've been watching these undead and they seem focused on the Shem armies. As if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans, huh? Still, poor fools.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
Oh, goodness.
This would seem to be the rest of it.
Morality Sean, my brother.
There is a fast travel point here. I'm going to come back to this in a minute.
Thank you for this, Inquisitor. We are not far from where my friend was summoned.
Locate quarries. And he's a pride demon.
The Mages turned your friend into a demon.
Yes.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose.
So they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting.
Let us ask them.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
Word of advice? I'd hold off on explaining how demons work to my friend here.
Listen to me. I was one of the foremost experts in the Kirkwall
Shut up. You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it turned. The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt the binding quickly.
Thank you. We must hurry!
If it doesn't calm down. Hopefully this works.
Tel Avalos en Asel Atali. Mami lava halali. Mala suladinadas. Magilani mitinan.
Maluvinin. Dareth Shirah.
I heard what it said. It was right. You did help me.
Now, I must endure.
Let me know if I can help.
You already have. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked the summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just the spirit. The book said it could help us.
Solus.
Never again. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
Oh wow, he just straight up left, huh? Well, alright, I guess we're gonna go back to Skyhold and... It's funny, I wanted to hang out with some of the other mages, but I think with there being like elf stuff, probably bringing Solus is best. He's probably gonna have the most comment on.
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
Where did you go?
I found a quiet spot and went to sleep. I visited the place in the Fade where my friend used to be. It's empty. But there are stirrings of energy in the void. Someday something new may grow there.
What?
What happens when a spirit dies?
It isn't the same for mortals. The energy of spirits returns to the Fade. If the idea giving the spirit form is strong, or if the memory has shaped other spirits, it may someday rise again.
So
you're saying your friend might come back?
No, not really. A spirit's natural state is peaceful semi-existence. It is rare to be able to reflect reality. Something similar may reform one day, but it might have a different personality. It would likely not remember me. It would not be the friend I knew.
I'll let you get back to work.
All right. Thank you again.
Cool, cool. Let's, world map. Exalted Plains. Let's... First Enchanter. Oh, hers is all the way out there, so you know what, in that case, I'm going to take up a different party composition. I'll grab Vivian, Cole, Iron Bowl. Once I'm done with hers, I'll probably swap Vivian out for... I was going to swap, hang out with Dorian, but... I think because of all the elf stuff, probably swap out for some for Solus again. She's gonna have shit stuff though, which kind of sucks. I guess you can wear that for a bit. Yeah. Cole. Can I please level up the other characters? Vivian has 14 points. Oh. Well, might as well just fully invest into this, huh? Interesting. Ooh. Vivian Cole. His subclass is Assassin. To hit them even harder. Over here. Gaps in the armor. Power. We're just gonna leave that base. Go comatose. Let's go ahead and get him. Yes. Favors for the first enchanter. Honestly, Cole might fit the composition better, because that way we have 2 melee fighters, 2 ranged fighters.
My dear, I think we found the pit that's sprouting the dead.
Oh, I'm lucky. I think she has cold.
wrong all over.
This was no accident. Someone intended the dead to rise.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
Oh, she doesn't even care if she's here. What the fuck? Oh no, she does. Yeah, alright, Meg. Okay. Oh yes, let's go back here. Swap Vivian for Solus. Just because there's gonna be some elf shit. Bull. We'll rock this party. Yoink. Is there like a ladder, or am I really expected to parkour up this piece of shit? Seriously, why is there platforming in this game? Like, am I... No, they want me to climb up here somehow. My neck hurts. Oh my god. There's no way this is what they want me to do. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, but... This is the only thing you can do. Holy shit, this is insane. This is actually stupid. That's so dumb. It's also, like, really jank. God, I really do hate some of the decisions this game makes. Are you serious? I thought it was casting it around me. I wish I could just pick it up instead of stopping every like 6 seconds to grab things. Oh my god. Bruh. Oh, whoa. I kind of wish that line was more visible.
Real. Why can't they be forgiven as they are? People say they lack the ability to learn or grow. Yes? But the more contact you have with this world, the more ability you gain. Why would they want to prove the Maker wrong? He's already far away. It isn't about right and wrong. It's about attention when you think you've been forgotten. And rolling the ball so it goes in the hole.
Right. You two just work whatever that is out of your system. Like poison. Weird-ass poison.
It's good. I can explain.
I really didn't ask.
Let's just go ahead and grab that. These shards are a fucking pain in the ass. And they're worth it for that permanent buff, but they're still kind of annoying.
Give me a week and I could do it myself.
Wait, what's the point in... Oh, it's a cave. Okay. Nope, that's definitely where the camp is. I don't want to do this without what's her fuck it. So we're gonna go this way. Actually, you know what? Even more. I'm gonna do that just so I can keep an eye on both of them. Oh. Uh-oh. We need to stun everything. Pick up Iron Bowl. Ring of 1,000 cuts. Doing. Damage by 30, damage by 30. Oh, that's fine. Times it. It's only 740. Hmm. Oh my god, dude. Just fucking... Horse travel feels so limiting in this game. Oh. 400 million invisible walls. What if open world, but no open world? I love nauseating minigames. Mmm. See, it'd be one thing if, like, maybe your controller vibrated as you were getting closer, but, like, it doesn't, and it's just kind of annoying to do. does let me through.
You want to set up camp?
Ow. One right here.
Inquisitor.
What?
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Those nugs.
You're a fast little guy, Cole.
Do you wish you were faster, the Iron Bull?
Nah, just as soon stand there and let them come to me when they're ready to die.
Then it's them, not you. You don't want to kill, you want to defend.
Hey, don't go around saying crap like that. I like killing.
But you give them a chance. You make them choose, so it's their fault.
Just... Come on, kid. You're making it weird.
God, I fucking hate these crystal things. Okay, let's see. Let's go Skyhold. These crystal things are so fucking annoying. Also, the war table is kind of frustrating. Hmm.
Law has asserted itself.
She did what to the Duke de Freyen?
He's demanding an explanation. And a new stateroom.
Bandits were cleared with minor spoils. You may have potential. Resources. Interim. Princes. We're satisfied with the agreement we have. Right. Friendship. Gather coin. King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition.
Let us begin.
All right.
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Nice. Observing the deadlock. Are attempting to spur their fortune by crafting an alliance of their own. Wasted energy. Show it we are not heretical outlaws. Magical. Curly flex, even he doesn't understand all the theory behind it. Thinned. Look into application of the theory for safer use. Interesting. Oh, here. Is clear and safe. No. Just need to get that done. Wait, what? Winter Mage. Jeez. Normally, you have enough on your shoulders fighting against ancient Tevinter Magisters. Bandits are attacking. Let's have Colin do that. Although, didn't I get enough? No, just under enough to level up. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Exalted Plains. We're gonna go to this camp. We're gonna take this setup. I fucking hate these rocks, dude. Oh.
There must be something here.
I... Flame.
That's convenient. Someone can fix this, right?
Really?
The demons are coming from down there. Arrive.
Make it.
Aim for the eyes. Another one down.
Fire absolutely does bonus damage to the undead. I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, no. Whoa. Why'd the Fade Rift heal? What? I have never... Oh, strange. Inquisition perks. Oh, that's just... okay. Cool, unlock the fast travel point too. Hate that. There we go. Ability. That sucks ass. No. Ugh. Oh. Let's just avoid that conflict.
Your worship.
What the hell? He's even weak to lightning. Why did you follow me in here, dude? Oh my god.
If you are to fight alongside us, Cole, I expect you to follow orders. The Inquisitor believes you wish to help, but I will not allow you to threaten innocents.
Yes. Help the hurt, save the small. If I become a demon, cut me down.
Do not doubt me. I will do it.
Good.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yes. I hope you are too.
Camp. Oh, I'm actually curious. No. Will, he's not commenting. Maybe he would have commented if I came in here, because this is absolutely Elven ruins. knocked around all the time.
We've been scouting the region, Your Worship. I've some supplies here. You may find.
Cool.
Your Worship.
This place is absolutely quest relevant at some point. Yeah, nah. Okay. I'm just here a little too early. Alright, instead of walking all the way out, I'll just camp. Gillanine's Grove. Or Gilganine. I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced.
I like it. Oh. I know, what's his bucket likes hunting dragons. Iron Bull. I think it gains affinity. I'm not entirely sure.
There, one of the rogue Templars. Sad that it came to this, but at least it is done.
Elysian Lion Shield. Let's go all the way back Path of Flame Camp. Actually, Skyhold. Let's get that one dude working on the bridge.
Committed bachelor, I hear. Shame.
Oh. I didn't mean to come in here, but that's fine.
Inquisitor, I was... Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
Hmm. I don't know.
Do you really think I'd have noticed?
No. That's an excellent point.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
Bad.
I don't think of myself as different from anyone.
Perhaps not in the form of your body, no. You have shown subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I expected. If the Dalish could raise someone with a spirit like yours, have I misjudged them?
Most of the Dalish care more about impressing other hunters with a good shot, or talking about how awful humans are. There are only a few who seem to care about the old ways.
Perhaps that is it. I suppose it must be. Most people act with so little understanding of the world, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor. And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. What? Let me... Ah. Oh yeah, it just fast travels you to main hall. Does he have anything else to say? Because...
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them.
Lathaline.
Oh, nothing else.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
Any stories? Honored.
Plenty. No one interesting.
Honored, Inquisitor.
Mhm.
Godsey Sturhald. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Another time.
Best of the vein.
Yeah, shut up. Let me out of here. What the fuck? This place is so confusing, bruh. Right here.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
You
Do
don't?
you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Corypheus will pay when I face him again.
I dearly hope that happens soon. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
Okay. Summon War Council. Oh, yes. Let's see. Weight distribution. Wow, lame. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, and eagle-eyed. Boxes to tackle toughest. A rare.
Really? You did not notice? I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
Okay. Our troops made good time. Greatly surprised to see Inquisition soldiers coming to fight on their behalf. Killed most of the bandits and drove the few survivors away. Bandits use Inquisition's hospitality. Harm comes the Dalish while they're near Wycombe. Cool. That's got 4 minutes left to it. Oh, this is a power cost one. World Graves. Resources. Who prided himself on open mind. Those of Hunterfell. We'll wait for Liliana. It seems like a Liliana kind of job. want this one. Bring up. Your inventory, I have additional significance to myself. I do. The investigation. Oh. Despite great costs. Well, here, we'll just send the friggin'
Inquisitor.
him onto that. This is gonna take literally 30 seconds, so I'm gonna wait for this to clear up. Gain Orsa bars. French. Oh. There's an hour left. She's returning, or must pledge our cause. Darkspawn killers absolutely furious. Also graciously offered. Recognizes the threat Corypheus opposes. Enter.
Inquisitor.
Hey. Oh, Elite Scout Harding. Early reports. Kate Red Lyrium is spreading. No. Oh yes, we're still doing stuff in. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it. I am tired. I gotta go to bed, but I'm just tired of playing. Really. Save again, just to be sure. Bye bye.